What it do, y'all? It's Ty back with Trace Relations. Got my boy E and Chris here. What's good, y'all?
What it
What
do?
up?
We're back with another video. Back from last time as well. We were talking about outgrowing friendships with Chris. Now we got the trio here.
Oh yeah.
Now that we got the trio here, we might as well
Oh,
explain what the little Trace Relations is. Trace
yeah.
Relations initially started off as a little group chat name that we started up because we were just being dumb. Three of us, three homies going at it. And then we started wanting to get into a point where we can talk openly about our problems, our issues, but as well as anyone out there who might need any help, any advice. Because I mean, you got three people who has gone through some shit. I'm gonna be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to hear about some crazy stuff, or at least just hear about our opinions, you come to the right place. So Trace Relations is based off of the three relations. So the relations you can have with your friends and family, relations you can have with your significant other, and then lastly, the most important, the relationship you have with yourself. You got to take care of
Mm.
yourself um, mentally. That's a big thing that we're gonna be going in on, and that's actually one of the things we're going over today. And we're gonna be talking about New Year's resolutions, y'all. How do y'all feel about New Year's resolutions?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I know one person that has fully completed a New Year's resolution, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've met one person who didn't who maybe did it for like January at max, maybe like the first couple weeks, and then it just went away. So honestly, I feel like it's kind of something people use to say that like maybe as like people see it as like motivation, like that kind of thing. But I also feel like it can kind of be just like kind of BS. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people make New Year's resolutions and nothing changes. And I mean, I can be a test for that. I've done it.
Yeah,
I've never completed a full
I
New
think I
Year's
think I think we
resolution.
all have.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's definitely I mean, if you really do it, I mean, like that's dedication. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
hmm
go you. But just me personally, I don't think I've met or seen anybody completely do it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of pick off of that. So I've of course been in the same boat. Seen a bunch of people make a New Year's resolution. They never do it. Friends, family, never do it. And it's like I can't even be one to say, "Hey, you didn't stick to it," because neither have I. I've made the same New Year's resolutions like 4 years in a row. Stopped maybe after the first day because I'm like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
it's in a sense with a lot of people, it's if they do actually intend to try, if they miss the first day, they lose all motivation to do it again. Like
Hmm.
I'm skinny. My New Year's resolutions for like the past 4 years have been getting into the gym, and I didn't go the first day, and I'm like, I've already missed a day. Maybe we'll try again next year. And that's where you see like a lot of memes and a lot of people
You say,
joking
"Oh,
about
I'll
it.
do it
Like,
next year."
well, that's where you see a lot of memes and a lot of people joking about it. Like, well, I already messed up. Next year, my year for real.
And
And
it's
it's
true
like,
though.
no, it's not. Like, next year is not your year. Like, you're
You're
gonna do
not
the
gonna
same
do
thing
it.
next
You're
year.
not gonna do
Yeah.
it.
And so I decided I'm gonna switch my New Year's resolution up. I can't get in the gym, but I can save my health. I ain't gonna drink Coke no more. I already messed up on the first day.
What was that, Sprite?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Not Coke anymore. Just Sprite. Just Sprite.
okay,
Yeah, or
okay.
soda, my bad. And
Got you,
so
got
like
you.
people and I kind of agree with you, Ethan. People do it in a way to look forward to something or to look for
Yeah.
change. People love change, but they can't ever accomplish
But I
that.
feel like subconsciously, the people that are looking and like want change are also really comfortable with how shit's already going, hence why they haven't completed and gone forth and actually completed a New Year's resolution, you know what I'm
I
saying?
I agree with that.
And not
That's
only
what it
that,
is.
I feel like some people too, I mean, we all be posting stuff online, like Instagram pictures or whatever. So I feel like some people just make a resolution just for an IG post.
Yeah, they just want to be seen, want to be heard.
Exactly,
But
like
that's about it.
Yeah, I
exactly.
mean, I'll say this too. Um, it goes along with changing. The biggest thing about changing is changing. People want to change, but they don't want to do the changing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You
Mhm.
you you wanna change. You wanna be a millionaire, You're looking 10 years ahead of the line. What are you going to do tomorrow? What you going to do 5 years from now? You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many people, me included, that look so forward to the future but don't want to do the things needed to get there. You know?
Mhm.
You want to see your life as best as possible. And I mean, who doesn't? Everyone wants to live their life to the fullest. Everyone wants to be happy. Everyone wants to enjoy life. But whenever you blind yourself, it's almost like being led your whole life. You could be led your whole life blind, right? By a
Mhm.
Mhm.
stranger you don't know who it is. They gonna walk you off a cliff, and you gonna open your eyes falling down. You're gonna you were too dumb to realize what's going on. You're too dumb to realize. And let me actually reframe, because dumb is a strong statement. I'm just speaking on it because that's how I feel about myself. I'm very critical about myself. So whenever I go in and say like dumb, that's what I'm talking about. I was dumb. I was over here being like, oh, in a year from now I'm gonna be successful, but then I sleep in every day. Oh,
Mhm.
2 years from now I'm gonna be a dreadheaded, all tatted up and ripped. I ain't go to the gym. I want to look forward for things that I'm not gonna work for. But then whenever you switch it up and look at it from a perspective of being, hey, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Not what we gonna do in 10 years, cause fuck that. There's no one on this earth that knows what they're gonna do in 10 years. There's very little people. There's very little people who 10 years ago said they were gonna be where they at now. And that's most
True.
likely people who go into professions like being a doctor, just people who've been dedicated to do stuff for a long time, which I get that as well. Props to them, big ups. But a lot of people aren't like that. So just think short term. Do short term goals, long term success. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I think setting short-term goals, like honestly, that's a big like factor, honestly, into like wanting to like into like stay motivated and stuff like that. Because I feel like if you're consistently hitting those little goals rather than being mad because you didn't hit the big goal, not only are you gonna be demotivated and like a little bit fucking pissed off, like you're also kind of like it would be a lot better for your mental health if for like how we were talking about with content creation and stuff like that. If you're getting mad at the numbers, you got to look at it in a bigger perspective like you were saying earlier, Chris, with if you're talking about like for goals, like if you're like, okay, this month I want to get 10,000 views or whatever, right? Like let's say for
Mhm.
YouTube or whatever. And then you know, you're only focused on like a video maybe getting like 10,000 views, that's way different than if you're looking at you posted 10 videos that all got 1,000 views. And
Yeah.
I think with those little micro goals and like how you're saying that alone is gonna like propel your mental health way better, and you're gonna be getting a lot more satisfaction from that.
Well, yeah. Just because you have something to look forward to, setting those micro goals, or you could even call them checkpoints. Like checkpoints to
Mhm.
that ultimate goal, you have something, you have that sense of accomplishment. It's like, okay, I've reached here. It's just like playing a video game, doing a campaign in COD. Like you reach that checkpoint, you feel accomplished. You reach that next checkpoint, you feel accomplished. And when you finally finish the whole thing, you feel accomplished. But like if you just set that goal and stop, what's next? Like you're gonna lose, even if you have all the money in the world. Like you could be happy, but like you're not working toward anything. You have nothing to work towards, and so you not necessarily get motivated, but it's like you just don't have anything to work towards. You don't feel satisfaction, and so it's like instead of thinking long term or short term, just take it day by day. Learn something new every day. That way, you've always before you go to bed, just think about what you learned today. Learn something new every day, you're accomplished. Do something new, you feel accomplished. Like you feel like you accomplished something, and it's not just a dead end day. You know what I'm saying? And with like with New Year's resolutions, instead of January 31st saying, okay, my New Year's resolution for next year, that's the thing, procrastination. Why just start it now? Start now. Start
That's
December 31st. That way you've already started. Don't wait till tomorrow. It's like, hey, let's get this done, but let's do it tomorrow. You probably got time now. Do it now. And that's like a lot of people, they just put it off. And it's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna start tomorrow. The day comes and they're like, just do it tomorrow. The day comes, I'll just do it tomorrow. Next thing you know, it's December. It's like, dang, I
Mm-hmm.
really wasted this year by just putting one little thing off. But it's instead of having this big New Year's resolution, start small. Start small and work toward it. Like you can have a New Year's resolution, make it a big goal, but then have little checkpoints. That way you're constantly reaching something throughout the year. By the end of this month, I don't want to do so and so. By the end of next month, I don't want to. You can take it month by month. You accomplish 12 things throughout the year, which doesn't sound very big, but when you have these minor goals that may take a while, separate them month by month, and you've accomplished 12 different things throughout that year.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and I love that. What I love more is a checkpoint analogy,
I
because
love that.
whenever you think about it, for all of y'all listening, if you haven't played a game, which is kind of crazy, but if you haven't played a game, a checkpoint is your safe spot. You go through the game no matter what you're doing, but the thing that some games you could do, you can skip the checkpoint. But the thing is, whenever you don't pay attention and you skip the checkpoint, you die and you go to the start. You know,
Mm.
if you're so worried about getting to the finish line and not worried about getting to the checkpoints, you're going to be throwing Hail Marys whenever you got 50 seconds left on the clock. Take your time, run some plays, and in case, okay, we might have some ladies watching. Just in case, we're gonna take that back. We're gonna take that back because there's a lot of people that's not gonna get the Hail Mary play. But essentially, what I'm saying is, why would you throw all your eggs in one basket? And don't take that as the same analogy like taking skills. I'm meaning more so, don't risk it. You know, don't risk skipping the checkpoints or overlooking the checkpoints because you want to reach the end goal. You know what I mean? If you're so focused on reaching the end goal, you're never going to get there. But if you take the checkpoints along the way, you can never go backwards. You get to the checkpoint, good. It's like you rise and you can't go lower. Whereas take this for example. If you're going straight for your goal, you're going, you can reach heights all the way up here. But if you die, you fail, you crash. Whereas if you play it smart, you just think on it a little bit. Set your checkpoints up. You go, find your checkpoint. You go, find your checkpoint. You go, you fail, you go back to your checkpoint. You don't get stuck all the way back at zero. Because I promise you, you go all the way up and you stagger all the way down, you're not going to want to go again.
Think about it like you're hiking.
Little, you're good.
Yeah, think about it like hiking up Mount Everest. Now, if you start from the bottom and go straight to the top, y'all know what happens, right?
You die.
You die. Or scuba diving. You start at the surface, go 100 meters, you're dead.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying?
Take that
you
pressure
got to
change.
take it slow. Exactly. When you're going up the mountain, like you're going up life, you've got to stop and take a checkpoint. Like you've got to stop, collect yourself, and then you keep going. You know, you got to reach that stage where it's not just push. Like, yeah, you really want to get to that goal. Everybody does. But you've got to stop, collect yourself. Because if you push yourself too much, you're going to overload your mental. And it's really tough. Because if you do it to a point where you get stuck and you can't get out of it, like, basically you're screwed. Because if you're not mentally strong enough to get out of it, then you've got nowhere to go. But if you stop, take a breath, like, you know,
in
it
a
could
game,
be
you gotta
anything.
click that pause button, baby.
Exactly.
You gotta
Gotta
click
take
that
that pause,
pause
go to the
button,
bathroom.
baby. Come on.
Talk.
Hey, real talk.
Hey, that's just how it be. And you know, jumping off the whole video game and checkpoint convo. Essentially, just what we're talking about is don't be in such a rush to reach the end goal, because even if you make it there, you're not gonna appreciate the journey. You know, Like if I was to say, I don't even know what really example I could use for it, because there's so many examples I could say not to. But as for the fact of it being don't rush, is because I think Chris said it earlier. You could instantly have $1 million and you wouldn't even know what to do with it, really. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's more so about setting up. Ooh, okay. This is what I was gonna say. Being successful all starts as a mindset. You know what I mean? Being
Yeah.
successful
Yeah.
starts as a mindset and it turns into a lifestyle. It's not the other way around. And it's not a lifestyle the whole time. You can't be successful your whole life. Um, it's sort of like saying you could be smart your whole life. You can't be smart your whole life. You can only be smart after you've been dumb. You make
True.
mistakes and then you get smarter. That's how life goes. That's how life has always gone and how it will continue to go. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So okay, okay, a little blooper, I guess, y'all.
My bad.
Well, analogy gone, but initially, don't rush through it. Don't rush through it. Enjoy your time, because even if you go back and look at the most successful people on this planet, they're gonna tell you their favorite moment probably wasn't them reaching the top. Their favorite
Yeah.
moment was something that they did along the way. They wouldn't have even thought about. Maybe their happiest moment in their life wasn't reaching 1 million. When they started, they said, "Oh, all I want is 1 million." Whenever you hit your first 100,000, ain't nothing feel better. It's what
Mm-hmm.
I've heard. I mean, shit, we're not pocket watching over here. I ain't got money like that. But hopefully, we gonna get there soon. But
One day.
One day. Or
anyways,
day.
there's not any time someone skipped 100% and was happy with it. You're not gonna be happy with it, because then it's kind of just gonna feel like, damn, where do I go from here? Because at least whenever you set yourself up in a way to have checkpoints, whenever you reach your goal, you're gonna have more and more checkpoints. It's just gonna be for other shit, and you already instilled that in your brain, so you're already gonna hit that on the road, you know. But if you don't ever open your mind up to the way the world can be, the way that you can be, you're not gonna get there, bro.
See,
Exactly. And
and I
with the like with the checkpoints and stuff, like, you know, so on the game analogy, like, you got to get to a lot of checkpoints before you get to that boss battle. You feel me? And throughout you setting these different checkpoints and everything like that, there's gonna be these boss battles and these obstacles that you're gonna have to overcome that are gonna be trying to divert you from what you've been doing. Whether it be just hate in general, whether it be, life just kind of giving you a little kick in the ass. And if you can stay grounded and just remember that you got to get past all that, and that, if you're still stacking on what you've been doing as far as your goals, then there's nothing in your future except for just, continued success, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Once you get past those final boss levels, you know what I'm saying? And then once you get over that hump, that's stupid rewarding, especially whenever you've gone through something while also putting in a lot of time and effort into something else. That kind of stuff is very, very, like, what's the word? Like, it builds your self-esteem, Like, I got through that, and, I had all this other stuff going on,
Character
and I still,
development.
exactly, and the arc, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell
the
yeah.
character arc.
yeah. And
And
I'll kind of add back onto the whole topic of New Year's resolutions. Now, uh, checkpoints. Everything's been great, but if you don't start your New Year's resolution, say like the first day, like how a lot of people say, missed it, got to start again next year. Why? You wasted one day out of 365, so you're just gonna throw the other 364 down the drain? Why? You make a new goal, and work for it. Like, that's just you're getting older minute by minute. you're getting older day by day. So therefore, at the end of the year, you're already 365 days older. You haven't accomplished anything because you decided just to wait till next year. So if you don't start your goal or start working toward your goal the very first day of the year, just make a new one. Just make a new one and start the next day. If you don't do it that day, make a new one and start the next day. But you got to start somewhere. And putting it off is just procrastination. And it's a bad habit that you develop. And you develop it and you'll carry it the rest of your life. So procrastination is not something you want to have. You're going to procrastinate doing a lot of things. You're going to get asked to do something and it'll be like, I'll do it later. Later comes, you forget, and then you just don't do it. Well, then you not doing something that someone asked you to do. Your boss tells you to do this while you're at work, and you go home later, or you tell your boss, I'll do it later. You end up not doing it, you get in trouble. So, and it goes with anything, like anything in life. Procrastination is a very, very bad habit, and procrastination it happens with New Year's resolutions. That's why people don't do them, because they procrastinate it way too long. So if you have a goal and you don't start it the day that you want to start it, make a new one. Because if in all reality, if you don't start it when you say you're going to start it, you're probably not going to do it at all. So just make a new goal, something that you will actually do, something that is possible, but something that you have to work for. Because then it'll give you drive, it'll give you motivation to do that. And once you start, don't stop. Once you start, you've done the hardest part. You've already started. So why stop? It's like you're going for 3 months. You're going to the gym for 3 months. If that's your New Year's resolution, great. You go for 3 months and then you stop. Why? You've already put 3 months of hard work and dedication in, and you're going to take an off day? Like, why? What's the good in that?
I agree with all that in a sense, because there's a lot of people that get demotivated real easily. That's the way the world is now. But sort of just to wrap all that up and sort of go along with that though, it's just the fact being, like he said, if you do fail in one of your goals, just find something else, just do it, because even if you do accomplish something throughout the year, right? That's not what you said you were going to accomplish. You know what I mean? So that's like, it reminds me of times when I used to get yelled at by my mama because she'd be like, you didn't do this. I say, but I did this though. I don't give a fuck about that. No one cares. No one cares about and I'm not saying no one as in like other people aren't going to care about your goals. Mostly like your goals should be for you. But at the end of the year, whenever you look back on it and what you did accomplish, you can't really say you're proud of yourself because you didn't even accomplish what you wanted to do. So at the same time, if you can't, I want y'all to think about it this way. And I'm going to think about it this way too for the rest of my life. Whenever it hits New Year's, I don't even want you to think of it as being a new year, new you. But I want you to sort of take it as a reset button. You're the same person. Just do it again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And in that sense, if you can't tell yourself, like if you tell yourself January 1st, I'm gonna, for example, what's a good New Year's resolution? I don't even make them. But like, for example, say January 1st, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym every day, right? You're telling yourself you're going to go to the gym every day. How are you supposed to be responsible for your life later on if you can't hold yourself to that?
And see, I feel like a lot of people...
If you tell yourself, my bad, if you tell yourself that, oh, I'm going to do this, and you don't do it, it's not even just about not working out. It's about the fact that you told yourself you were going to do something, and you lied to yourself. It's different. It's different lying to other people. Still shitty, of course. But when you lie to yourself, it's almost like, damn, you don't even care enough about yourself to stick through with what you wanted. If you want to work out every day, you wanted to do that for a reason. You looked at yourself in the mirror and you realized, damn, I don't like myself. It's sad and it hits. Like if you're out there watching that, man, your eyelids probably gained 1,000 pounds from your eyes watering up. That shit hurts. That shit fucking hurts when you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. There's going to be people out there saying, always be confident, always do this, and you can be, but at the same time, you know deep down. You could be the most confident motherfucker alive, but if a supermodel walks next to you, you're going to look and you're going to be like, you know, it's human nature. So if you're going to tell yourself that you want to go to the gym every day because you want to better yourself and you can't do that for yourself, how do you expect to say, oh, I want to have a family when I grow up? That's the same thing as a New Year's resolution, just spread out further. You really think that if you can't take care of yourself for a year, that you could take care of children for life? You think that you could give someone your life? Yeah, you think you could give your life to your wife or to your husband if you can't give your life to yourself? Not even your life. You're giving your life to someone, but you can't give yourself a month. You can't give yourself a day you give up. You can't go a year doing the same thing.
That's why, that's what I was about to say earlier. Is like that's why I feel like a lot of people would take New Year's resolutions more seriously if they were getting an incentive for it. Like if they were actually getting something rather than just self clarity and you know what I'm saying.
I get that.
I feel like
too.
it'd be totally night and day, and I feel like people are so focused on like whenever it comes to New Year's resolutions, they're so focused on the big things like we've been saying, and like if you're not gonna like you're saying, if you're not even willing to give yourself like a day, a week, a month, a year, whatever, any sort of time period to like get better, then you're stagnant and you're not moving and you're not doing anything, and then you're just gonna, and life is full of ups and downs, right? If you're fucking in the middle, you're flatlining. There's nothing going for you, and you can't stay like this because you gotta stay up and down. If you're ever just like this, that's, you're flatlining. You're dead.
You don't ever want to be stuck in the same place because you're gonna feel miserable. And even if you're laying every day in your bed as a millionaire, you're not gonna feel any joy in life because you're not gonna have no satisfaction in doing the little things in life that makes us human. So, for example, just to end this little segment up for y'all, hey, it don't gotta be going to the gym every day for a year. It could be going to the gym 2 times a week. It could be reading a page out of a book a day. It could be reading a page a week. I don't care what your resolution is. Make little goals for yourself. If you don't think that you could go to the gym every day this year, cool. Tell yourself that you want to go to the gym this year. All you got to do. You don't got to sit up here. You don't got to lie to people saying you're going to go every day. Because, yes, people look for an incentive. But the craziest thing is, you look for an incentive from the people that aren't going to reap no benefits. You're looking for people to give you praise over something that they're not even going to really give a fuck about. They're going to tell you, oh, nice body, bro. Like, of course they're going to look at your body and be like, damn. But at the end of the day, you're going to be the one looking in the mirror and being happy because you did that work. Why do you care about the incentive, the benefits that other people are going to give you for a goal that you set for yourself? If you want something given to you from other people, that's only supposed to happen if they're giving you the objective, the goal, anything like that. Other than that, you should not live your life for other people. Live your life for yourself. Yes, there's people out there that you want to make proud. There's people out there that you want to make sure that they can rely on you, that they believe in you. But at the end of the day, never look out to live for somebody else. That ruins your life. And at the end of the day, if you fail your resolution, it's going to make you feel even more of a fuck up because you failed yourself and you failed whoever you wanted to prove right. And then you proved them wrong. Or no, you did prove them right because they were probably already knowing that you wouldn't succeed. They were probably already knowing you wouldn't succeed. That's why you wanted the benefits so badly from them. You wanted their praise so badly because you wanted them. You wanted them to tell you how great you were. You fucked up. Now they know you ain't shit. They're not going to tell you you're great because they know you're not. Now I know If that got a little too close, hit a little too close to home, I'm sorry. Find your New Year's resolution, bro. Like I said, like Chris said, it don't matter when the fuck it is. And I'm cussing. I'm sorry. We're trying to keep this channel to a low on that, but it's January 15th. As of right now, it's 2:15 in the morning on January 15th. I don't care if you watch this on January 15th. I don't care if you watch this a year from now. I don't care if you watch this 2 years from now. It could be next week. I don't care. Do a New Year's resolution and set that shit up, because it doesn't have to be January 1st. It don't have to be 2025. It just has to be any time in your life where you want to be better. So do that. And until next time, we're gonna hit y'all with the buy button. This was Tress Relations. If y'all want to see any other topics, leave them down in the comments. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like the video, show love, share it to your homie, share it to your mama too. I love y'all. We love y'all. Stay safe.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.